Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Anonymous channel. Now we're back on another chapter of Bloodbound from Choices, and it's chapter 5, The Coffin. Last time we played, Lily was bitten by the vampire on her neck. Okay, what's going to happen? Let's just continue the game. After Jack rescue you from your parents, you return on the throat punctured by two bite marks. Lily! You crouch down next to her. Yes, she has pulse but just barely. Lily, can you hear me? The door flies open as Adrian bursts in. Alice, I heard a scream. What happened? My roommate, Lily. Someone attacked her. What? We have to call 911. That won't help. What? Why? Did the Baron do this? It's possible. He could have sent someone here looking for you. And they found Lily instead. Whoever did this, they'll pay. I'll see to it myself. Lily gurgles weakly, her hands twitching. I'm sorry, Alice. She's leaving us. No! Do something! Help her! You clutch at Adrian's suit, but he refused to meet your eye. I'm afraid it's too late. By the time an ambulance gets here, she'll be gone. And you know there's only one choice. Then turn her. You can do that, right? Make her a vampire? Adrian turns away. I shouldn't. Why the hell not? It's against the pact. There are no openings in my clan, and she hasn't been approved by the council. Screw the council. She's my best friend. Alice, I know it's difficult, but listen, Adrian, I'm ordering you. Really? Please, Lily, don't die. Don't die. I love you so much. I couldn't have even survived the last few months without you. Adrian puts a hand gently on your shoulder. Please don't let her die. He takes a deep breath in eternity in his eyes, centuries of pain and loss. That's all it's taken. Alright, I understand. By doing this, I am plunging all of us into a world of danger. To save her, please. For you. Well, passion. Oh my god, it's working. Yes, it is. A few minutes later, you see them back to the Adrian's car. Come on, move, people. I don't understand. Why are we in such a hurry? The hour after a vampire is turned is the single most important. It is when she has the highest chance of becoming feral. There's a ritual we can do to try to ward it off, but I need to get her to my office. Now. Oh, Lil. What are you thinking about? The first time I met Lily, I'm curious. I've been looking for an apartment for weeks with zero locks, until a friend of my cousin's passed along Lily's info and said she was looking for a roommate. So here's the deal. I like Hawaiian pizza, Mexican beer, Irish whiskey, Thai noodles, and Korean drum. Really? Really? Okay. Okay, that's why you guys don't judge a book by its cover. Even these girls like Korean drama. Come on, you done with that? Yeah? Now welcome to the apartment. Crack open a beer and grab a controller, would you? There's this co-op game I've been dying to try. You're jarred back to the present by the sounds of Lily's pained moans. Are you sure she's gonna be okay? She'll survive her injuries, but there's no guarantee she won't become a Vero. Can't you brand her or whatever they think the clowns don't have? Brands are given a week after a turning to keep a vampire safe, but the hardest part is surviving the first night. Adrian screeched to a halt as a rain scope. Okay, that's a really over. Adrian, Alice, what the hell is going on? Nicole, this is not the time. Help us get her down to the chamber. Chamber? Are you out of your mind? Are we going to discuss this? Not now. If you can't help us, move aside. Fine. Nicole grudgingly moves, and you and Adrian bring Lily inside. I don't understand. I'll explain later. If you want to help Lily, there's no time to waste. You carry Lily into the elevator and ride down to the basement of shifts. When the doors open, the ancient clerk rushes forward to greet. Mr. Reyes, sir, whatever can I help you with? We need to get this girl to the turning chamber now. Ah, yeah, of course. That weird guy, that weird old man. We descend together into mine. A coffin? Seriously? We don't sleep in them, but this is where the misconception comes from. No one know why, but placing okay. The car barrel reduces to what percent? Alice, none of this precise. I'm doing everything I can for her, but in the end, it's out of our hands. I actually know another thing that might help. You do? Yeah, something about blood from someone they had a connection to while they were human. And where did you hear that? From a clanless vampire. One who's rescued you from the Baron's man? It doesn't matter. This is Lily's life, and he told me it helps. Look, the blood of a loved one thing, it's old superstition, nothing more. There's no scientific basis to it. It can't hurt to try though, right? She's not even in the state to feed just yet. No, but what if we leave some blood inside there with her? Then when she wakes up, she'll have it to drink right away. And where are we going to get the blood from someone she knew? Are you sure? So sure. Hoof! He doesn't drink the blood, instead letting it drip slowly into the goblet, a quarter of a cup. That's enough. We don't want you to lose too much blood. That stings. Here, come back in 6 hours. There are a few more rituals I ought to perform. Ones that are not too privy to mortal eyes. Alright, sure. Huh? I like the strange tingling sensation like you're being drawn to it in his face and it can be like okay. It's another bottle fragment. Grab it to see a vision of the secret history of vampire. I don't really interested in that actually. Should I? Should I? Hmm. Okay then. For the sake of the story. And you feel you okay. They'll hold him for a moment. Hold who? For a moment. Barricade are secure, Helen. Oh, she's the the side girl, the Egyptian. Doom, despair, destruction. We're all lost. We just figure it out. It's just never been the brightest. Perhaps you two haven't noticed, but there. Wait, Said is supposed to be from Egypt, right? I mean, his corp called Amunet. It's based on Amunet, goddess from Egypt, but it looks so fancy, like British or something. So delve out for blood. This is your fault, boy. You too. What are you, traitors? I'm a French royalty, okay? They are French. Do not place the blame at my feet. You killed those peasant girls. Funny, I don't recall you complaining when I brought you one. This is absurd. You're both at fault. Wonderful, Camilla. Camilla enters the fray, fair lady. Perhaps if you hadn't disemboldened their beloved duck, we would not be this in dire situation. The beloved duck had to be taught a lesson. Really, do I find myself agreeing with your muscle? Perhaps we should sacrifice Camilla to the angry hordes. Oh, I would love to see you try. Oh, Camilla is a rebellion too. I thought she was a different creature. That is enough. You again? Sir? Guys! The villagers, they are here. It is all Banner and Camilla's fault, but the two insist on blaming me. It's not fair. It's not you, Basil. Your swords are a delight. You like them? In truth, none of us is to blame. This is merely the natural course of our lives, our fate, if you will. Is it our fate to be chased out of our home like vermin every few decades? Remember Damascus, my queen. It may be eternal, but a path has been set out for us, and better, my faithful soldier. Do not despair. I, I'm not. I'm not. There's no need to sign blame because in truth, this was always the only outcome. It never have ever. Guys, this was always going to happen. So let's not run or hide, friends. Let us embrace our destiny. Let us show them our power. Yes, let us. Any moment now. There they are. Get them. There are too many of them. What do? We are predators. They are prey. We feast. Okay. Wait, I know him. I know him. He's from the book called Sword and Fire, I think. I know him. I'm pretty sure I know him. Wait, why do you looks like a coward in this book? Oh my god. Come now, what are you afraid of? I'm gonna show you your death will be quick. Oh, I'm sorry I haven't been told. That's their leader, take him. It's just been so intense and makes me forget to talk. Summon spirit, commendable, but foolish. Gaius hurls the arrows like a blade. Lions and points away. Don't come any closer, demon. See there for that. Now then, Let us end this charade. I don't know how to spell it. This is the part where you run. I know him. He's like a uh, what do you call it? Baker, I think, from the Sword Empire. We won. Ugh, cowards. I was just starting to have fun. This isn't over. They will return with more. The king will send an army. Good. Let them come. We'll kill them too. I love a good feast. Actually, I have another idea. You what? Gasper's calmly licking the blood from his finger as he talks. We could keep up this cycle settled somewhere. Go and revel, then flee once the sheep grow wise. But in truth, I tire of it. I tire of the running and the hiding. I tire of being battered by night and prey by day. I propose we break the cycle of our destiny. I propose we tear apart the loom of fate. I propose we go. Go where? A place where we can carve a new kingdom. A place where we can rule as the gods we are, not the skulk in the shadows like rats. A place where we can build a society meant for us, where we can flourish and feed without fear. A paradise across the sea. To the new world. Okay. With a flash of white, you're wrenched out of the vision. Huh? But it's already fading a shadow of a dream. You found a fragment of the mysterious portrait. Okay. The tile slides open and Adrian emerges. It's done. If we're lucky, she'll be newly reborn as a vampire. And if we're unlucky, we will deal with that when the time comes. You and Adrian get back in the elevator and push the button for Adrian's office. He gazes at the wall, his expression hard worried. Adrian, I can't thank you enough. I mean, he's in trouble now for breaking the rule of the pact. I know, but still, turning someone is a pretty big deal. Yes, and we'll soon see just how big. You'll probably have to deal with the council, huh? That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, turning her when I have an opening in my clan is major breach of the pact. I'll have to plead for an exception, calling her my next upper slot in a sense. But we can do that? They may not approve it, and if they do, well, I'll have to have a very difficult conversation with Nicole. Nicole? Yes, she wants to become a vampire. She's hoping that I'll use my petition for her. And why haven't you? Nicole is a loyal employee and a friend, but I'm not convinced she has the restraint necessary for my clan. Oh, I see. Vincent pulls out his phone. Are you calling her? Isn't she going to be upstairs? No, I'm calling someone else for advice. Camila Saeed. The CEO of that financial company? Why her? Camila is probably my closest friend. Her counsel is always welcome. You return to Adrian's office and wait nervously at your desk. 10 minutes later, the elevator door dings open and Camila storms in. I can. No, not now, Moto. Have you lost all sense, Adrian? I'm the reason she's in this mess in the first place, Camila. I owe her this much. Who cares about some merely mortal? You're standing on the console is already on thin ice, and now you're turning humans without approval? What was I going to do? Let her die? I called you for console, not criticism. Oh, my console is criticism. You're making a huge mistake. Um, Speak up for Adrian. No, I think I'm gonna offer my help to Saeed. Is there anything I can do to? No. Oh, forget I asked. Look, there's nothing else I can say right now. That's it? Oh man, I need some fresh air. Can I listen to me, mortal, and listen well? Adrian has a soft spot that gets him into trouble, but don't think for a moment that I don't know you're to blame for this. I, the stakes are high here, higher than you can ever comprehend. And what Adrian did tonight has the potential to get both of you killed. She leans in close. Now I care very little about what happened to you, but if some harm comes to him as a result of this, I'll kill you myself. Okay? Right then. Now, fetch me coffee, would you, please? No problem. No problem. No. Black. Relax, girl. I won't bite you. Yeah. Good joke? I know I've only worked for Adrian for a short time, but I do care about him and would never want to see him hurt. I'm sorry if what he did for me puts him in danger. I suppose I should be used to it by now. Adrian has always had a kind heart. It's part of what makes him Adrian, part of what I love about him. Oh, you love him. In a way, it's almost impressive given what we do, to still care as much as he does. She shakes her hand. I know one day it'll get him killed, and one of the few lights left in this world will be snuffed out. Have you known Adrian a long time? I met him not long after he was turned 234 years ago. That's very specific. Those were memorable years, lawless times, the country burning with war, the field slick with blood. Right, the good old days. I've known many vampires, but the few I like as much as Adrian. He mentioned that you were close friend. Yeah, I suppose. In truth, he reminds me quite a bit of my favorite brother. Oh, does he live in New York too? He lived in Egypt around 35 before centuries by your calendar. Oh, that's old. Oh, I'm sorry. No need to be sorry. Believe me, I've had time to mourn. Wait, so does that mean you're, you know? Relax, the whole thing about not asking a woman her age doesn't apply after the 4th century. And yes, I'm just over 2000. Okay. Grandma. Whoa. You look amazing for your age. Excuse me? That was, what? That's a compliment. That's a compliment. Come on. Oh man. I don't know if that was a rude joke, but also true. You're like stunningly beautiful. That's what I meant. So as you cracked to answer and smirks. I suppose I am. So, Egypt 2000 years ago, was that Cleopatra times? Cleopatra sat on the thrones during my lifetime. Yes, she was actually a cousin of mine. No way. I serve as her nomarch governess, so a rare title for a woman, but I'll earn it. Um, huh? Would I have heard about you in his request? Oh, absolutely not. What he models now of history is most lies and hearsay, with a few grains of the truth in the mix. My twin brother, Lee C. Marcus, was my advisor. He was like Adrian, idealistic, kind-hearted, driven by a sense of justice. And Octavian's force marched on our capital. He wanted to stand and fight. He, for a moment, rather, enough chit-chat. I have some business I must attend, but I'll return before dawn to see what has become of your friend. And to over Adrian any aid he needs. The fight broke and smiled. Take care, Alice. It was tolerable meeting you. And she turns and leaves. I'm glad she seems to be warming up to me, but what do I do now? No, tell me the elevator number indicating that it stopped on the top of your hand. You hunt around in your desk and find an old overhead keycard. I could go up and join Adrian on the roof. So, yeah, of course I'm gonna do that. I mean, I asked him for a help. I should see if I can help him in any way. It was slow night. I had the stuff clear out early. I just like the views. Help me things. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. It's fine. You can come think with me. What are you thinking about? A woman. Is it your wife? No, it's not. It mustn't be me. Wife? Did I tell you I had a wife? Um, no, sorry. I just assumed you had at some point. I did. But that's not who I was just thinking about. I was remembering a woman who I know, who I loved about 100 years ago. Her name was Celia. I was already a vampire, but she wasn't. She kept begging me to turn her, but I refused. Why? It's not something I would wish for anyone, really. It's lonely, ugly existence. You see so much death, so much pain. You lose so many people you love. Agree, I would never wanna be immortal. If you'd had each other, you're still scored by society, consumed with constant hunger, unable to so much as glimpse at a sunset. So what happened? Sally died of old age? No, much worse. She contracted cholera and she was near death, and I couldn't bear to lose her. So you turned her? Yes, but the moment I opened her sarcophagus, I saw only the snarling face of a pharaoh. Oh, damn. It was the first time I seen that happen up close. It was awful, beyond awful. So, what did he do? Why do you ask him? Really? It's it's a it's an obvious. What would he do if he see someone turning into a feral? You just kill him. You just kill them. Them. I'm sorry. That's traumatizing. I had to, Alice. There's no other choice with a pharaoh. No, I get it. But it was the tipping point for me. I would made quite a fortune by then through my trading company, but it was wealth for wealth's sake. The Satan's indulgence, every vice you can imagine. I can imagine. Trust me, there were things even I couldn't fathom before I experienced them. But Celia was better. She wanted a better. She wanted a better kind of world, one where people like me use our means to help others, not just indulge ourselves. After Celia died, I decided that indulgence phase of my life was over. I needed to do some good with my immortality, so I started a company whose sole purpose is to make the world a better place. That is so inspiring. No, don't say sad. Perhaps. Don't get me wrong, it's terrible what happened with Sally, but none of the things you've accomplished would have happened without her. You see the best in everything, don't you? I like that. Everyone turns away to stare out at the city lights. I don't normally like to dwell in the past. I rarely talk about these things. There is just something about you that feels comfortable, like I can trust you. Like, you understand? No, I will not kiss him. I'm gonna hug him to comfort him. I can feel the warmth radiating out of his body. You feel surprisingly human for a vampire. He snores a little, a sound you've never heard him make. Gee, thanks. Here, I have an idea. He leads you over to a long padded bench. One of my favorite things to do is to lie here quietly and listen to the traffic and the city far below while I look up at the sky. The world has changed so much in the last 200 years, but the stars, they're still the same. Will you join me? I would love to. What do you think? Perfect. I couldn't agree more. It's almost dark. We should get you inside, huh? Yes, it's time to check on Lily. You and Adrian headed down to the room below the archives. Camilla is already there waiting for you. Alice, are you prepared for this? I honestly don't know how I could be prepared, but I'll do my best. If she's become a feral, I know. I don't know if I can watch this, but I can't live either. Suddenly, we're seriously going to do this without me? We're doing it, whether you're in the room or not. I'm the VP of Operation, Adrian. Your right hand, and if we're going to go flagrantly violate the pact, well, I should be a part of that. I will never understand mortals. Of course, Nicole, you're as much a part of this as anyone. Can we just get this done? Camilla and I are ready. Who's going to open the lid? I think I should. Are you sure? Yes, I need to be the first to see her. And possibly the last. Okay, here we go. Go! Lily! Okay, okay, I think it's working. I think the ritual is working. I'm actually pity for Lily. She is going to be immortal, and that is not the thing someone would want. Okay, This is for today. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Ladies and gentlemen, have a nice day.